get in, and then Flax, I think, wasn't able to sub. But there's one, here we go. Collector is actually not Collector. They are results may vary, and I didn't find that out until a lot later. So I didn't have time to actually change anything, and I don't have a logo for them. So that's why they are the way that they are for now. But let's have fun. And speaking of which, it doesn't matter because apparently there's already a hot drop. I have a feeling that I know why, but let's get into this one. It's going to be fun. But we have Ghetto Granny, Death District, and Esco, who are playing on the side of Outlast Gaming. And, well, we'll see how well this hot drop goes. I think that there's no one else hot dropping. Ooh, okay. Yeah, I don't see another hot drop happening, so it should be just this one. Death District, interesting, throwing a nade already. He has the stun and a frag, which he somehow got, but he has no actual gun, which is very unfortunate. So, Krez, ooh, he takes a lot of shots, but Esco gets him down low. And Krez has one more HP and one more shot, but Esco going to go ahead and find him. Trying to get the knock. Randy goes down. It is just Esco. A lot of shots coming in from Syntax. But Esco, you know, it was... I really love the attempts, but now he's got to hold off of a 4-man push, as Krez is actually going to go ahead and get res, and we'll be pushing after that. So just making sure that they get the res, trying to make sure that they don't lose any players early on. But Esco just goes ahead, pops the first aid, and now we're going to see the full push coming in. Doesn't have any armor, which is very unfortunate. Death District does go down. Judd should see him. Esco knew. Esco saw him. I like the attempt. He's going to get shoved off because of the blue zone. I'm pretty sure that they know exactly where he is. But let's see. Can Esco do something spectacular? Gets one, but can't find the second. So, you know, 3 kills on the side of Collector. But honestly, Esco did a lot of work, so kudos to him. Circle does pop, and it goes over. Ooh, okay. Kind of a western shift, southwestern. As we see a lot of these teams just kind of chilling for a bit. This is Seifu. There's no way. Wait, no. What am I talking about? Seifu. Wait, Seifu? Wait, oh, right, Seifu's not in this. I'm so sad. So I apologize. It is Antarctic Fox who I was observing. I don't know this player. I'm going to call him Y because I feel like that's the way that I will get least in trouble. But Psycho, I saw he was actually playing Arc Raiders before. No. It's a Red Zone? Whatever the... Oh gosh, which one is that? I can't think of it. Battlefield. Red Sec. That's it, Red Sec. Yeah, I saw him playing Red Sec, but honestly, for right now, I think we're just chilling, just waiting for everyone. So that... And start pushing in. You guys can see on, well, the loading screen I did have, but it's the overall leaderboard. So Tempest... Fate, Tempest, and then Pest Control are in the top 3 spots. So they're doing the most. But I believe if you guys... I think I have a Taco Discord link, so if you guys want to join it, go ahead and type in !Taco. If not, I will make sure. But hold up. Apparently they were going for the hard spawn, and Taste Through, well, he's going to get flushed out by Comp who knocked him. Pretty sure you got a headshot out of that vehicle, because Taste Through just went in. But, well, Comp... Wait a second. There were 2 flushes there. So I guess they had gotten 2 knocks, and I just didn't even see that it was the second knock. But yep, Young, he got knocked as well. I think it was just good shots on the side of Comp. But now, Antarctic Fox, they got to figure out what they want to do. This is nowhere, well, it's not close to zone. So we got to still figure out. Lo-Fi, they are deciding what they want to do as Antarctic Fox just takes out the tires to make sure that everyone else, well, they can't use that vehicle. Lo-Fi and Pest Control, though, close to each other. Battle is... Could spot him out. But hope you guys are enjoying PGC. I know I am, except I haven't actually seen the final... Ooh, hold up. Oh, Guru, I fear for you. As there are a lot of shots incoming by Lucas and the rest of Lo-Fi. Frosty could land some banger shots, but instead unable to connect anything. As Team Antarctica, they are able to leave, and actually Bob needs to be careful as he's the one who's closest now to Guru. Some shots getting taken over at him, but he will be safe. So Bob able to collect, and now Antarctica, they can rest easy, at least for a second or two, as they did push on over, assuming that it is going to pop north, which is a fair assumption. I don't think, did any of them? They got a couple of hits. Yeah, Lucas got 23 damage. Other than that, they did not connect any shots. But Shikuchi is playing as a frontman for Team Propaganda as Just Play, Chilla, Eebs, War, and Doobie. A very fun roster that I'm expecting a lot of. They are going to be taking the E pickup. They're not doing their strats that I can't tell because otherwise they can get mad at me. But Shane Doe, he is subbing in for Fate today. And everyone knows him. They love him. He's streaming on Twitch. Go ahead and give him some love if you haven't already. But I'm assuming that if you're here, you already know who Shane Doe is. Other than that, I think we're just waiting. Hazel going to be the last one. Do not crash my game. Thank you. As a monkey business. Ooh. Hazel could actually be in trouble here. Oh. He was in just enough cover that he can actually go ahead and dip on out of here without too much worry. We see teams slowly consolidating as Palix is getting close, but I think Elusive might have heard it, and they're going to back off of this one. Ooh, Hazel's still close. He's got to be careful. Palix could pop a tire and make something happen here. Gonna take shots? Guess not. Alright. Speaking of taking shots, the Deep Fryer is taking some over at Just Play, but Just Play are going to be able to make it in no problem. Comp and Penry, actually I lied, it's Jikes and Penry. They do hear the vehicles from Mimic across the way, as now Just Play going to try to backfill. I think it was Lo-Fi who was here first, but looks like they're going to do so successfully. He's going to go for a vehicle and has to be careful because Antarctica should know that something's happening. They should know some people are falling down. I think True might have been able to spot him. Yep, he does spot War going for the car. Unable to land his shot, then True had a perfect opportunity to collapse, to capitalize on that. But nope, instead they get out. But instead on the other side, Tempest is going to find Monkey Business and Mapu, he goes ahead and finds one. As the rest of Monkey Business, they're stuck. But Tempest, they have them in a nice vice. And Kite, he's going to hide. He's going to try to take some cover. And that is a beautiful nade coming out from Palix. Sneak Attack tries to return his own. It goes well, but just a little bit too far. And Sneak, he is behind a foldable cover as nades rain in from above. Palix kind of assumes that he is he's in the shack, but that's not going to work out. Now that blue zone, though, that is a good blue zone. Sneak is still safe currently. He does have a blue bag, so it's going to tick down slowly. But that is the second one. That is a good double blue zone, but he should be able to heal past it. The red is going to come out. What the heck was that noise? Alright, well, he's going to smoke himself out as the blue zone comes in. It is going to be Mafu. And what the heck was that noise? It sounded like someone had a zip line. He does have a zip line. That's so funny. Alright, well, he tried, and now it is going to be Mimic versus... Well, actually, I lied, because it looked like they were getting closer, but results may vary. Just going to go ahead and dip out. The circle does stop, and lo and behold, it does shift off on to the mainland. But that's going to be some good points coming out for Tempest. As Fate, Antarctic Fox actually did pick up. But speaking of Antarctic, Team Antarctica has to deal with pest control. True does take down Bleezy. Nice shot, but Battlex going to go ahead and return. And now Battlex, it looks like he is going to just go ahead and flush out True as there's no one around to help out True. Guys, that should come in relatively quickly. Shakuch taking some shots over at Tater. Tater might go down. He does. That's a good shot. The return fire coming in from Shane is not going to be enough to make him back off. Shots ring out all around. And Flanker somehow finds Stokely. Nades coming in from Shakuch. Just going to go ahead and get the flush. Nicely done. Picks up a point for himself. As well, now it is just going to be a craze, and I want to see what this bridge camp. They've been here for a while. No, one shot lands, but unable to find anything else. But Chase now trying to put more bullets in. No, taken down low, but not low enough to get the knock. Now he's going to run inside, just opt for safety. Well, results may vary. They're smelling blood in the water as they want to go ahead and fight on to fate. Shane, the closest one here. Judge spots him out. He's going to the car. That's some good shots, but unable to find the knock. Shane goes down low. But is up. And now Zenny and Flanker should be able to help him out. He's inside the car trying to just get the heck out of here. It takes a lot of damage, but able to leave so far. That frag was super close, but he didn't take any damage from it. And results may vary. Able to get away. Well, able to just shove them off, shall we say. Oh my gosh, is it doing this weird thing? Alright, apparently my mic is messed up, so give me 1 second.
I think it might have changed. Yeah, okay. Of course. Alright, my mic apparently had changed the input, so I apologize on that one. So now I gotta reaffirm where the heck we are. Alright, give me 1 second. All right, Troxy, Devil Vibes taking some shots over at him. Has to smoke out. The nades should be coming in from Lo-Fi in any second, and Devil, he's in a little bit of a precarious spot. But isn't able to make it inside as of yet. But on the other side, we have Langster and Shane getting close to each other. And ooh, I didn't even see this. Holding W. Oh, right, they did lose one. There is one above Sang, who I believe. Is it Sharp? I think it might be Sharp Shot. I'm entirely sure. Ooh, okay. Zenny, though. He's taking a lot of shots. He's down to 1 HP in Krez. Almost gets the knock, but as soon as he jumps into the vehicle, I don't even know if he's able to jump into the vehicle. Well, he did pop a med kit, and now Zenny can try to run away if he wants to. And Shane just being a great teammate. Oh, get in the car. A lot of shots coming in, and Zenny's actually going to go down, and Shane is just like, all right. Well, he is the last one up. Flanker did go down earlier to Propaganda. So now he is running with his tail tucked between his legs. And honestly, fair enough. I think I would too if I were him. But there goes the flush as we still see holding W and Mimic. But, well, the trade coming in, and now it's just Jagrid and FaZe who are left. They should be able to get the res off, but Quinn, he's in between two of them, so he needs to make something happen and provide some cover. The slow push, he's at, oh, that's a good peek, but he just was a little bit too far, and Quinn is going to go down. He's going to get flushed as the res on the other side does help him out, but Lo-Fi looks like they want to go ahead and push in, and there's a lot of teams fighting, and, well, there goes Supernova. I think they just have... okay. They have two left. Henry and Comp, they're running through the fields, trying to survive, but a barrage of bullets coming in from the north. From Palix, most specifically. Yep. We're going to leave that one and go back to this Mimic and holding W fight as it is inside zone. Alright, it looks like both of them are relatively happy to just kind of control. And Antarctic Fox... Did they lose the other two? Oh, there they are. Okay. They're coming in from the south. Ooh, Guru. Okay, taking shots over at Skyline. He's trying to bomb it in, but Guru, oh, this is not the best of spots. And now they are all collapsing on him. True is down and gone. Nick Knacker, he is right on the other side. I think that's a little bit too far. And now he pushes forward, gets behind a tree, tries to get him, but Guru goes down. Nick Knacker with some good shots as Ding trying to save his friend, teammate, and ally. As Lo-Fi actually wants a piece of this. Well, Nick Knacker, he is doing work, but Droxy with a nice shot onto him. As Antarctica, they can actually backstab. This three-way fight is popping off. Ding gets one knock. It is just down to him. Antarctica goes down, but that is a great molly. Skyline, though, trying. Mac, nicely done, but he walks right. No, he doesn't walk into the molly. I thought he walked into the molly. Well, Droxy, but from behind, Hazel does good work. And Aimdork throws down an aid. Tempest goes down, and there's still one of Lo-Fi up. No, wait, no. Lo-Fi went down? Yeah. Sorry. Kill feed is a lot to handle, I'll be 100% honest. But Supernova, they're going ahead, pushing in as Nick Knacker trying to run his teammate in, but he is going to go down to blue. As the two-man from Supernova do want to go ahead and pick up some more points, see what they can do, as Shane is all alone in the north. Hazel has to be careful. He has only 2 first aids. He's trying to go underneath. Skyline is going to go ahead and pop one of the first aids. Nick Knacker, I don't know if he knows to think to look over here. Hazel just going to make sure that he tries to get some more meds so he can outlive this a bit. It is a ballsy play, but I love it. But with zone closing, he doesn't have really anywhere to go. As well, Skyline, they're trying to make their move, but Supernova is right here. Penry just waiting. He's going to go ahead and toss the nade. It's a bit far. I think they're going to go away from him. Well, Hazel in the blue takes some shots over. Good shots coming out from Hazel onto Com. And now Penry tries to deal with Skyline, but instead Skyline deals with him. As just a play, they do lose 2. FaZe getting the knock and the flush immediately on to Doobie. So he was trying to make his way inside on the beach, but now Stepson's from the other side is Hazel. He's still alive. I thought he was going to go down to blue, but instead he was able to not. Stepson's, he doesn't have any first aids, has to be wary of pest control in... Ooh, he sees him. He's behind the tree. You see him. Yep. Sees him. Ooh. We're going to ignore that one. Hazel, though, just waiting as Aimdork. He goes ahead and steals that kill away. Circle is closing. This has to end one way or the other, and unfortunately, I don't think... Well, neither of these teams are going to make it into zone. There's nothing that they can do about that. But the frag, it looks maybe a little bit too far. Yes, it is. Aimdork trying to 1v1, and Aimdork again with 8 kills. Beautifully shot. Well... Unfortunately for him, that is all she wrote, is he will go down to blue. Blissey trying to pick up the point. He does get the last shot as pest control. They do have 6 kills. They're very happy with how this has worked out. Ooh, okay. Blissey getting a couple of shots on it to Mayo. Why did I say Mayu? I don't know. But it does shift, and the team that, of course, I have the wrong logo for is the one who is inside zone. Results may vary. Joins, at least when I looked at it, I didn't see them in. But they have a very beautiful compound inside zone. As Shane, there you are. I was going to say, I saw Shane Doe on the north side. But pest control, they're going to go ahead and try to take the north side above, on the hills above. Results may vary. I like that play. It gives you a lot of room to work with, but just play. They do have to be careful, as there are still 2 teams, and I don't know if they know about both of them. I know they know about one. Well, now they hear the steps in main. Ooh, Ward trying to go ahead and get that headshot, unable to do so. There's a 3 vest there, which is a little bit helpful. Eebs trying to land a couple of good shots. Plushy gets knocked by Langster. That was a Hail Mary nade, it seems. But Jegred, he is trying to go ahead and get out of there, and I'm surprised that FaZe doesn't go with him. There's no way that he's trying to do it by himself. Eves took a couple of shots at him, forcing him back inside cover, and, well, I think he might go down to blue, actually, and he does indeed. Now they do have to deal with the two-man of Mimic as blue zones come in, forcing them to one side, but it's not going to do enough. That second one, though, is going to do a decent amount of damage. IQ knocks Eves. As Eves did push outside. Ward now, he's just in the bathroom. Or just next to it. FaZe in a 1v1 versus, I think it's Sharp. It could be someone else. Well, they're both taking 1v1s. War goes down. Well shot by IQ is now Sang. Has to deal with FaZe, but FaZe is trying to be a cockroach and try to get out of here. But Shane Doe. Ooh, okay. He doesn't take any shots. FaZe, are you just going to go down to blue, sir? He has 5 first aids. Oh, IQ spotted him. I think he might go down to blue. There we go. Good shots coming out from IQ. But now, Y... Well, he sees him crossing as on the north side, his teammates are going to get taken down by Mayo. Sang, ooh, good headshot. But unfortunately for him, he is going to get behind cover, so he's not going to pick up that point. Almost spots him out. Shane Doe is so close to the best pass control. Mayo landing a couple of decent shots into Taste 2. I mixed up the names there, but it's fine. It does shift away, and actually Joshy does. Good shots coming out from Shane Doe. Gonna go ahead and find one. Flushes him immediately. Judd knocks Y, but I think he might be fine. And Lankster from across the map is gonna connect a headshot on to poor Mr. Shane Doe. But Antarctic Fox, they're very spread out. Pass control. They did lose Joshy again to Shane Doe, but they still have a decent, well, they had decent position on Circle, but now someone's got to take control of the south side, and there's not too many teams that can kind of do that well. I think Propaganda might try to get rid of Antarctic Fox and then take the south side. Karam with a nice knock onto Shakuch. But he's safe enough, it looks like. Or Rez. Antarctic Fox can't see him for the trees. Well, IQ, he does finally get Taste 2. Goes down for like his second or third time. So teammate gonna run immediately to him, try to make sure that he can go ahead and get that Rez. Pest Control starting to make their move. Looks like they're just gonna go ahead and pick up in vehicles. Well, he sent C4 in. The C4 did not connect onto anyone, but it does kind of make sure that there is a little bit of an opening for them. So Blissey, he saw two, but Krez with beautiful shots. BattleX now has to hold while Karam is above on top, trying to help out where he can. Nade goes inside. BattleX not going to be touched by it because he's not even inside. Antarctic Fox, they actually should get punished on this. They're going to go right by Lankster and the rest of Propaganda. There goes one, there goes two, and they just have one more who's outside. But Battle is trying to play the smart, trying to play it safe, but right now it's just making sure that everyone can be backed off. Karam still needs to make his way in with a nice knock onto Judd. Well, Karam immediately gets traded out there, and now it is just BattleX left alive for Pest Control. Results may vary. Well, it's a decent result for them so far, but the question is how many kills. Oh, Deep Fry, he's going for the Rez, and BattleX hears it. He's going to go ahead and stun him. He's going to get both of them. He's going to jump and just take shots wildly. Spots him out in front of him, gets a knock, gets the flush, and, well, Deep Fryer, I appreciate the attempt, but instead it's going to send it 2 points their way. But honestly, results may vary with a good amount of points. Granted, they did get the 3 from the hot drop. Flushy is getting hunted by Shakuch right here. Stun, goes a bit too far. Good shots, easily takes him down. As now Mimic somehow are still alive, actually, and they... I don't know if you say that they have the best position on zone. It is broken and bloodied teams that have made their way into the final couple of circles. And, well, results may vary. Doing their very best to try and work this out. It's an equation, but do they have the answers? They're showing their work. But do they have the correct answer? BattleX with the most kills and the most damage so far on the map. Hopefully my mic is now better on stream for you guys. I am on a 10-minute delay as they request. At least for casters. I know that POV streams, I don't think that they have to have it, but you know, don't wanna make Fizzle mad. Good shots coming out from Sang. Santax, well, IQ finds one. He doesn't find a second. But they have frags. Are they going to use them? IQ, he's opting to use it. It could be absolutely beautiful. The bike actually tanking it. And it's going to be very helpful for them. Buy them just a little bit amount of time. IQ goes for the reload. Shakooch off onto the side. And he might have the nastiest of angles on it to Mimic, but Mimic spots him out. BattleX goes ahead and finds one in the north side. IQ backing off. He knows that Shakooch is going for this from this side. Well done. Mayo and Langster, the two left up. And IQ, he is flanking around. And they should know. Well, he spots them both. Finds one. Langster now the last one up. Saying he is inside the smoke. Only 3 damage done to him. IQ trying to make something work. Good shots coming out from Langster. He is going to find one. Saying, though, can he get him? Ooh, the Rock actually found a lot of it. The AUG, 25 bullets. Good shots coming out from Sang. And, well, Mimic versus Pest Control. And Pest Control, I don't know how Battle did it because we were focused on the other fight. But this man has been killing everyone in the lobby. But he doesn't have the most damage, which is interesting. So now a 1v2. And he is just sprinting, trying to make sure that he has some surprise that he can land on the Mimic. If he can shoot him in the back, it's going to be his best bet. But Mimic now, they just need to control, play together. Possibly just play for the trade, but they need to have information on where BattleX is, and they have absolutely none. Slow and steady wins the race. And BattleX, he has been playing it. I don't know if slow is the right word, because it's been very fast-paced, especially for him. He's put a lot of work into this. But it looks like Mimic, they're just trying to figure out where he is. And do they have an idea? They have a feeling they know where he is, but there's still a lot of little places that Battle could be. So he's going to slowly approach on over. I think they might have spotted him. He definitely spotted them. Finds one. Ooh. They haven't spotted him just yet. Now they have a good spot by IQ. And now BattleX is going to have to make something magical happen. Can his Dark Source